excited to hear Bob Lin again. Please give me a 0 in the chat so that I know all of you are excited as me. Woo! All right, give me some signal so that I can see. Oh, wow! I really love to see all this kind of message because it really make me feel really energized that all you guys are really going to learn something great today. All right, so if you agree with me, type a 1 in the chat. As an entrepreneur, it is important that you actually instill a growth mindset. And it is also equally important that you have the right mindset. Why do I say that? Because as an entrepreneur, as you start out the business itself, yes, you need a growth mindset. But as you move along in your USANA career and as your organization grows bigger, you will need to fine tune your mindset as you move along. All right, so there is no other person that can talk about mindset as good as our speaker today. So that will be our foundation executive 12-star diamond director and Fortune 25 winners. So today, Bob Lin, he is going to share with you, he's going to condense his 20 over years of experience into a 60-minute talk and share with you how important it is to instill the right mindset. How can you get into that? And really conquer the leadership role that you're going to do it later. So I hand over to you, Bob Lin, and give a warm welcome to him by giving a 2 in the group chat.
Hello, my dear USANA family. This is Bob Lin, 12-star Diamond Director from Sydney, Australia. How's everyone out there? I see there's friends from Philippines, from Malaysia, from Singapore, wow, from Australia, from Indonesia, just all across the world. I'm just so privileged to be here, and there's nothing more exciting for me than speaking to my USANA family. So let's give you guys a huge hand for coming here tonight and participating in this session. Wow, excellent guys. I believe that you probably have heard my last talk, which I spoke mostly on mindset, on how a leader needs to stay in a peak state. So show me your peak state, guys. Yeah. How do you breathe when you're in a peak state? How do you stand? Or how do you sit in a peak state? Wow. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Because your state is so important today. When you're in a peak state, you can absorb information a lot better than you are in a very uncomfortable or depressed state, isn't it? So let's give us a big smile as well. Come on, a big smile, guys. Wow, good, guys. Because a smile is so important. When you smile, your energy lifts, and it will change your day. And for the next 60 minutes, I will focus a lot of my talk on leadership. And the purpose of my tonight's talk is to help you to grow a solid USANA business. Who would like to build a solid USANA business? I think that's what everyone, isn't it? This is my 19th year. My beautiful wife, Mary, and I have been in USANA. We have grown USANA since I was only 21 years of age. And you can see behind me, this is all my wonderful trophies. It's just the milestone me and Mary have gone through with USANA. So I hope that I can compress some of the key leadership skills that will help you to grow and expand your USANA business for the next 6 months to the next few years. So a lot of people in this business, they might think that Bob Lin, he's a 12-star diamond director. So they think that a high rank equals being a good leader. Is that true, guys? Maybe. Some people think that, wow, he earns so much income in USANA. He must be a good leader. Is that true, guys? I can tell you, maybe, maybe he's a good leader. I will never determine a leader in terms of his rank or his income. How do I define that? Because in Usana, a lot of leaders, they know how to build their income in terms of width. Okay? What I mean by width is finding a lot of people in their front line. And some leaders, they not just good at building width, they are also very good at building depth in their business. Meaning they have a line that is very, very strong going down the depth. So they generate a lot of income every single week. That is very, very good. But you realize that the way I defined a good leader in the Usana business, which I have learned from so many of my friends in Usana, they are just outstanding leaders. I realized there is one thing they have in common. It's not their rank, it's not their income. So what is it? Please listen up and get your notebooks ready. Are you ready, guys, to jot them down? Say yes. Fantastic. Is their ability to transfer their leadership skills to the next potential leader. Let me repeat that again. A true leader in Usana is not defined by their income or their rank. It's by the ability, it's their ability to transfer their leadership skills and mindsets to the next potential leader. Let's have a think about that. Isn't that true, guys? The purpose I am here tonight is not to generate more income for myself. The purpose I'm here tonight is that I want to share and bring value to every one of you right here. Some of you in the audience, you might be just newly started. You might see Bob for the first time. You know, who is this Asian guy here? And some people might be my friends for the past 10 years. You know, I love you guys. I love you guys so much because Usana have changed my life and the life of my family. So I want to ask every one of you a very, very important question. Do you believe Usana will grow? Wow. What type of question is that? Because it is so important that you need to ask yourself that. For me, I strongly believe Usana will grow. And continuous growing for the next, not 5 years, not 10 years, not 20 years. I believe that Usana will grow for the next 50 years or even more. Because when you have absolute confidence in this company, your words, your attitude, your posture is totally different. Many people, they will come to me and say, Bob, you know, I face so many rejections all the time. And I said, that's great, you know, because rejections equals that you are, getting results. You're doing the hard work. That's why you're getting the rejections. As long as you are learning from those rejections and learning from those sales, why people will say no to you. The other day, I was looking at the Usana sales report, and Usana for the 2019 year, their sales is about $1.06 billion US dollars. Isn't that a huge sales for Usana? You know, when I joined Usana, probably Usana was like, 50 times the sales of what they're producing now. But when you compare Usana to some of the top growing, network marketing companies in this industry, we are just a baby. knowing that USANA is still a baby, there is still so much room for us to grow as a company. Isn't it, guys? So for us, as an associate, although I've been here for 19 years, or for you, you probably just joined USANA for the first day, it is a great opportunity to be associated with a growing company such as USANA. And during this pandemic, and I can tell you, the number one growing industry is health. Everyone around me is worried about their health. And they know that health is the absolute most important thing in our lives. And I can tell you that, the vision of this company has always been there. Dr. Wenz has always, wanted the USANA family to be the healthiest family on earth today. And me and my family have always pursued that vision, and our team also. So, in my USANA journey, my mentor always asked me, even from day one, after I joined and I had one or two associates, he asks me, he said, Bob, who do you think is the leader in your organization? And at that time, I had a huge question mark on my mind, because I felt that, because I didn't know what is a leader. So I basically gave him an answer. I gave him a couple of names. I just felt that these people, they were optimistic. They were driven. So I thought they were leaders. And then my mentor told me, there are two critical characteristics of leader. Please write them down. How do I know he is a leader in my organization? The only way I will know he's a leader is, number one, he is very, very hungry. He's extremely hungry. He's hungry not just for food. He's hungry for success. He's hungry to change his life and the life of his family. And he or she strongly believes that USANA is the vehicle, and the best vehicle, and the best only vehicle to change his or her life. So the number one thing that I would know that he's a leader is that he or she is extremely hungry for change. Alright, so what is the second key thing that I will know he is a potential leader? I can tell you that he doesn't need to be smart, although smart can help. The key is that he is very coachable. You will realize the smartest people, they are very, very good listeners. And I can tell everyone in the audience today, you guys are outstanding listeners. Because I always remember a quote, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear. And the opposite is the same. When the teacher is ready, the student will appear. My slides will be coming up very, very soon. So the key thing I want to show everyone is, so the first thing is, he needs to be very hungry. And the second key thing that he needs to be is, he must be coachable. I used to have a team of very, very highly graduated, very smart people. But they didn't do well in USANA. And people feel, why? Why he's so smart? He has such a high degree. Some of them are PhD students. Some come from very strong medical backgrounds. Why they didn't do well in this business? And I can tell you that they might be very smart, but they are not very teachable in USANA. You might be very good in other industries, but USANA is a total different industry. You might have experiences in other network marketing companies before, but USANA is a totally different network marketing company. It's a company that really stands out and really care about the associates and its customers. All right, everyone, let's get into my talk for tonight. Let me share my screen with you. Wow, are you guys ready for my talk tonight? Say yes, guys. Come on, high energy is so important. Your high energy gives me a lot of energy. And you can see from my skin is glowing with CeraVe. Wow. So tonight my session topic is leadership in direct selling. And one of my favorite mentors, his name is called Joe Maxwell. And he said that everything worthwhile is an uphill climb, isn't it? I still remember when I went for 11-star Diamond Director. On my Facebook post, I posted one of his photos, and it quoted, today, me and my family, we've achieved 11-star. And it was an uphill climb. It was an uphill climb. It was an uphill climb, not just for 1 year, not just for 5 years, but for many, many, many years. So you realize that during this pandemic, everything worthwhile is an uphill climb. And during times of crisis, the hill is not like this, but instead, the hill is all the way up, isn't it? So the hill is even more higher. So for myself, the past 6 months has been so challenging. Because I'm used to going out, seeing my friends, seeing you guys, going to meetings, going to huge events, giving you guys high fives, hugs, getting all your energy. But for the past 6 months, I have to be home, my kid is home, with all these changes around the world, with all these negative news around the world, it is even more crucial for us as leaders to be in a positive and peak state. Isn't that true, guys? So how do we define a leader? I want to share with you a quote by Tony Robbins. I learned, the difference between a leader and leadership in the Leadership Academy in San Diego about 2 years ago. And I spent about $10,000 just going for that course. I want to share some of the information with you here tonight. He quoted that a leader is someone with a vision. So vision is so important that empowers and impacts other people to willingly take on that vision, make it their own, and bring it to fruition. So looking back at USANA, honestly, what really touched my heart, what really gave me so much drive, and my team so much drive, is the vision of this great company. It started with Dr. Wenz. Now it has passed down to our chairman, Kevin Guest, and he defines the USANA vision. And the USANA vision, I think the core of the USANA vision is really bring true health. The health is always the foundation of USANA. With good health, we can have, prosperity for ourselves and also bring prosperity to the people around us. Isn't that true, guys? So, what is leadership? Leadership is the ability to significantly influence the thoughts, the feelings, the actions, and the behavior of those they lead. Let me repeat that again. So a leader and leadership is totally different. So we want to be a good leader, but here today, I want to teach you how to increase your leadership ability so your team can have very driven and be on fire. So you need to know how to influence their thoughts, their feelings, actions, and behavior. Because in Usana, I can tell you, it will not always be sunny days. And it will not always be summer days. There will be days that is cloudy. There will be days that is, like stormy, hailing with thunderstorm. That is gonna knock you down, guys. Honestly, there were days that have knocked me down. But we, as a leader, we need to grow constantly. By growing constantly, we can influence the thoughts and feelings of others. Do you agree? I love, this coach called John Wooden. He's one of the most famous, basketball coaches in the world. And he said that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, you need a team. So in Usana, it's not about how good you are. It's not about Bob tonight. It's not about Bob's a 12-star director. This is not about me. The only way we can achieve a success is about helping others achieving their dreams and goals. So if you want to go far, if you want to grow your business, grow your organization for the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or even 50 years, or even passing your business to the next generation, then you need to know how to build a team. I always remember Tony Robbins during my first time going to his firewalk in Sydney in 2002. One of the key things he taught was that you need to be a team player. Doesn't mean an all-star basketball team will be the best team in the world. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes the best teams are not all-star teams. Sometimes the best teams are people, they have different strengths and different weaknesses, so they can help each other. I remember John Gray, one of the leading leadership experts in relationship, he used to say. He said, who do you think, what kind of characteristics you want to find in your partner for life? For the men, for the guys, it might be your wife. For the ladies, it might be your husband. Is it the most beautiful lady, the cleverest lady, will she be your perfect match? Maybe yes, maybe no. So what John Gray used to say is that the perfect match is someone that can correspond with your weaknesses and correspond with your strength. So you guys can work with each other. That is so important. Every time I want to thank my wife. Before today's presentation, she got everything ready for me. Got the kids ready, got the dinner ready, got everything ready for me. She's my soulmate. And without her, I honestly couldn't get to what I'm here, what I have achieved today. I really want to thank her, and I want to tell her I love her so much. So 90% of leaders, actually, they never develop leaders. They develop followers. I think in the beginning, for me, it was the same case. I didn't know how to develop leaders. So right here, I will show everyone how to develop leaders. Are you ready? Say yes, guys. Fantastic. So the leader's key question tonight, Please write them down. The first leader's key question that we need to ask us is, am I raising up potential leaders? Or am I just, getting a bunch of people into my business, and I don't do the follow-up, I don't take them to trainings, I just sign them up and then just leave them there. So I don't know whether they're taking their products, I don't know anything. I just want the volume, I just want the income. And you can do that. That is your choice. But if you do that, then you'll be the 90% of leaders that you are just developing followers. So you basically are wasting your time. Here is one of our favorite graphs, isn't it? Our comp plan. And when I saw the comp plan first time, when our mentor showed me the comp plan, I was really, really interested. Although in school I wasn't a top student in mathematics or geometry, but I understood the whole idea of building a network. Because when I was very, very young, I read Robert Kiyosaki, his very famous book, the business of the 21st century. So in that book, he spoke about how you need to build your network. He spoke about how the wealthiest people in the world, they know how to build their network and create their wealth. But some of the normal people in the population, like me in the beginning, I was, working as a, McDonald boy, in Macca's boy when I was 15. And I work in all different sort of coffee shops. I worked for my father. I worked at, supermarkets as a checkout boy. Man, I have worked in so many places. I have even become a removalist for a small time when I was in university. So I knew that, using your physical strength to build wealth is just not the way to go. So when I heard about how Robert Kiyosaki talked about, the wealthiest people are building networks, then when I saw the network map my mentor showed me, it straight away my mind had a aha moment. I knew this is what I wanted. This is something that is suitable for me. Because at that time, honestly, I was a uni student, guys. I was only 21 years of age. I can just barely afford taking the USANA products. But I saw the USANA's potential, the business plan behind the outstanding products that USANA had to offer. So how do we build a solid business? Is it finding hundreds and thousands of people? The answer is no. The answer is no. Because most people, they did a research. Most average associate, when they join, they could only find 2.5 number of associates. So basically, they only can average find 2 people, and those 2 people, if they say no to you, guess what? 80% of those associates, I think, they will give up. So don't give up, guys. So if you have prospect 2 people and they say no, don't give up. Keep going. So this is one of the quotes that have changed my life. Between 1 to 100 people that you have found is not 99 people. No. It's the 2 to 3 leaders in the group of 100 people. Do you agree? Think about it, guys. Think about it. USANA is a probability game. You don't have to worry about the product side. We've got Dr. Wans, we've got 50, world-class scientists, behind us, creating, manufacturing, researching the products. You don't have to research products anymore. You know, what you have to really understand is this USANA is a probability game. The quicker you go through the names to find the 100 people, then in those 100 people, there will definitely be 2 to 3 people that have those 2 characteristics that I mentioned before. Do you still remember? Who can tell me? What was the 2 characteristics we look for in a potential leader? Good on you guys. Good on you for your answers. The first one is that he needs to be hungry. And the second one is that he needs to be coachable. Wow, thank you for the comments, guys. I saw you guys. That was quick. I want to test you guys because this is something that you have to learn. When you learn all these skills, you will eliminate at least 5 years, okay? 5 years of mistakes that Bob had made. I will increase your speed by 5 years, isn't it? Don't you love me, guys? So, just kidding. So, guys, so the most important thing is that is the 2 to 3 leaders. Out of the 100 people, we need to find those 2 to 3 leaders. So, for tomorrow, what is your number 1 job? Is it cry about the people who have rejected you? Don't worry about them. You know, the past doesn't equal to the future. Move on, guys. Move on. The most important thing you need to focus about is how quickly I go through those 100 people and find those 2 to 3 leaders. Okay, guys, you got it? Fantastic. Give me a high five. I love that. If you can understand this, tonight you have bring value to you and your business. All right, and this is just the beginning. Isn't that exciting? All right, leadership skill number 1. Wow, number 1. So what do we need to, learn to become a top leader in this business? To be a $1 million club, even 10 million, even more. Great leaders know acquiring and keeping good people is a leader's most important task. So acquiring means prospecting, means you need to go out and prospect and acquire. In USANA, we are not a public, we, as associates, we cannot be like, the usual, the traditional business. We look for people, we pay them money, we give them criterias and find out and give them an interview whether to know they are the right people. We can't do that, right? USANA is an open playing field. Everyone has opportunity to join USANA. And that is the great thing about that. But once they come in, after all these finding, prospecting, rejections, you need to know how to keep these people in your organization. I found some good leaders, they lost their momentum. They work hard for a year, then they on holiday break for another 2 to 3 years. You realize that this is not the way to build your business. Because when you are on holidays, doesn't mean your associates want to be on holiday. When you have become $1 million club member, doesn't mean your new associate has any income at the moment. So for a great leader, a true leader, he understands it is not just about himself. It is about his people. So you need to have something that you can keep the people in your business thriving. I will show you what you need in the next couple of slides. So the leadership skill, the number 1 leadership skill I mentioned, a lot of people ask me, Bob, can you tell me how can I grow my business? The answer I will give them is grow your leaders, guys. Because when leaders grow, our business will grow. Simple as that. You might be a prospecting machine, which is awesome for you. All the top leaders, they are prospecting machine. I can prospect all day. I can sign people up all day, but this is not a true leader. A true leader knows how to grow the leaders around them. That is a true leader, guys. Alright, so now we understand the leadership skill we needed to grow our business. That was the first one. So what is the skill, the second skill a leader needs? Great leaders ask, the second skill they ask themselves is, am I producing leaders who could produce other leaders in my business? So sometimes I ask myself that. The leader, the project leg I'm building at the moment, the leader in that project leg, he is very strong. He or she can prospect continuously and bring a lot of volume in my business. A lot of volume every single week. But can she have the ability to transfer her leadership skills to the next potential leader? That is something that you have to ask yourself. Because for me as a leader, I need to know how I need to coach my potential leader on my project leg so he or she can efficiently teach her potential leaders and grow her business. You got me, everyone? Please say yes. Because this is so important. You need to have at least 2 to 3 levels of leadership in every single leg for you to have a strong elephant leg. Who likes elephant legs? Show me your hands. A lot of people says, Bobby, what is elephant leg? Elephant leg is something that we want to produce in our business. And you realize that the stronger you have for your elephant leg, then the stronger of your business. And some people might say, Bob, I only have an elephant leg on my left hand side, but my right hand leg is a chicken leg, not an elephant leg. Then guess what, guys? You need to learn from your elephant leg to gain experience. If you won't, gain experience and practice on your elephant leg, then let me tell you, your chicken leg will always be chicken leg. Okay? So we always want to focus on the legs that can give us a lot of experience and growth. Don't just focus on income all the time. Because your income will increase by what, guys? Your income will always increase by the ability of your leadership and the ability of you growing other leaders in this business. So the second question people ask me is, so Bob, great, can you tell me, how can I increase my income? Income is so important in this business. You have to think like a businessman. We are here to do business. So the question, the answer I will give them is, when leaders multiply, our income will multiply. Okay, there is some typo. I'm sorry. So when leaders multiply, our income will multiply. It's simple as that. When I look at some of the leaders organization, he or she might be very, very high in the business in my organization, but he is a super strong leader, super strong diamond with very, very high income. But below him, he doesn't have much leaders, not much emeralds, not much rubies, some golds and some silvers. And when I look at a structure like that, I know his business is in big trouble. Probably not big trouble for the short term, but long term, if he doesn't have the mindset of building his leadership ability and transferring his leadership ability to the next generation, then his business has serious trouble. Just imagine what happened, okay, touch wood, that you got into an accident or you fall really, really sick, what happened? You're not there with your team. You have to, travel to somewhere else. Then your team will collapse. Your team will get smaller and smaller over time. So the leadership skill number 3 I will share with everyone here tonight is that great leaders know that creating an environment for potential leaders. So that is so important, guys. So even though I'm not there, even though that that might be have all these crises going on around the world, but I have created, me, my family, and our team, all these top leaders, we have created an environment for potential leaders. And also I'd like to thank the corporate team. They have spent hours preparing sessions like this, preparing for the AP sessions online, all these incentive trips and promotion. These are called environments. These are called environments that help us as potential leaders to thrive in this business. So, Bob, how can you tell me how can I keep my leaders? That is one thing that a lot of people ask me. They said some strong, people who have very strong leadership ability, they join my business for 6 months, then they are so challenging. They always challenge my ideas. You realize that the top people that's in my business, they always challenge me. Honestly, there has been nights that I couldn't go to sleep because the challenge they have given to me. But that is how leaders grow, guys. Leaders grow by challenge. So by building a successful system is where people can duplicate and grow. Okay, guys? The key word here is system. In the first probably 5-10 years of my Usana business, I didn't understand what is a system. I knew how to become successful in this business, but I didn't know how to help my leaders to become a successful leader in this business. For the new associates, listening to me tonight, a very successful system is the McDonald's system, isn't it? So even during this whole crisis, the McDonald's shares has dropped a little bit, but has gone up. It's been very, very constantly growing shares in McDonald's. The reason why McDonald's, facing a huge crisis like this, McDonald's is still so stable is because the company has a proven success system for so many years. And I can tell you, I was a McDonald's boy. I was a checkout chick, when I was 15 years of age, and that was my first job. And I learned so much from McDonald's. They have a system, that training system people go through. They will teach you step by step how to serve the customer, how to clean the kitchen area, how to do all this accounting. It's just a very, very good system. So please ask yourself, if you want to keep your leaders in your business, you cannot just rely on a corporate to help you. A lot of people said, look, Bob, I don't need a system for my team. I only have probably 10, 20 people in my team. I can just leverage off, the company. That is very true. The company, whether it's Indonesia by Charles, ePay, Vivian, Jeff Mullum here in Australia, they all have wonderful training programs and systems in place. But that is not enough, guys. You need to have a system for your team. And I can tell you that some of the top leaders, my friends in the Usana business, the reason why they are doing so well and the business is booming ahead is because they have built a very good environment for the leaders to thrive. Do you agree, guys? Say yes and give me a high five. Okay, leadership skill number 4. Is everyone finding this helpful, guys? I hope I'm creating value to you guys. Love you guys so much. Leadership skill number 4 is that great leaders know the greatest leadership challenge is leading not other people, but actually leading Bob Lin myself. Yes, the greatest leadership is leading yourself, guys. Every day, honestly, you want to stay in positivity. You want to feed your mind with positivity. And sometimes we have to stand guard, not just at our door, but actually standing guard in your mind. Because everything around us is so much negativity, So I have banned myself from looking at the news for the past couple of weeks. I'm just sick of looking at news. Because every news I turn on is negative, No matter it's in the financial markets, no matter it's in, the world, everything's so negative. But I can tell you, actually there is so much more positive out there that hasn't been reported. So I want to challenge all of you to be kind to other people for the next 90 days. And smile and say hi, even in the challenging times like this. So it is impossible for us as a leader to have success without self-discipline. Isn't it, guys? Self-discipline is so true. And I saw so many people, in Singapore that have been, have curfews in their homes, So then they start to do this, 25 push-ups, challenge to spread the words. And I'm just so happy to see, so many people, sending, notes to other people, wanting them to take on the challenge. So it is building discipline. It might be just 25 push-ups, but if you can do it every single day for 25 days, I can tell you, you'll get into a habit of exercise. Me and my wife, we have been in a habit of exercise for the past 4 years. That's why when you look at Bob Lin, my skin, look at my skin, look at my forehead. Okay, it is glowing, isn't it? Yes, and Bobby is nearly 40 years old. But I can tell you, my physical condition and the condition of my wife, I think I'm even better condition when I was in 25, So really thank you to you, Sana. And it is the discipline that, we have built. And I saw so many comments there, people saying yes and yes. And I've seen so many people that, from the young to the old, you guys have been going to the gym. I've been following you guys on Facebook, okay? I've been watching you guys. I've been giving you high fives. I'm so proud of all of you. Because by changing our motion, we have created emotion, which is so important to give us positivity. And looking at some of, my goals for this year, I want to show you some of my key goals for this year. Hopefully you can't read it very, very clearly. But, I said, 2020, the goals of Bob Lin, I wrote in Chinese. The first one is that I must, learn 30 minutes every single day. Okay? Either leadership, either sales or management communication. So I give myself a goal to learn 30 minutes every single day. And the second one is I need to, exercise for at least 30 minutes every single day. And the third one is I need to stay positive because positivity equals peak state. So you realize that my top 3 goals, I didn't mention about income, how much income I want to generate, nothing like that. Because I know the most important leadership challenge is not leading other people, but instead, after nearly 20 years, can Bob still have the passion and momentum of the first day in Usana? Look, guys, how do you feel, Bob Lin, at this moment? I am in a peak state, guys. Yes, I am fired up. I'm not worried about the whole pandemic that is ahead of us. I know this will pass, guys. But during this time, so many leaders, they have texted me. They said, although I have been locked out for 2 months, but I have read 10 books. Wow. I'm amazed by these people's determination. So every day, we need to motivate also others to keep climbing. This is a famous quote by John Maxwell. So once you are in a peak state, then for your team, don't forget about them. During these times, their emotions are very, very volatile. They are changing constantly. So you need to motivate them to keep climbing, because most people don't want to climb. They just want to coast. They want to just stay home. They just want to relax. They just want to, make excuses why they cannot see during the pandemic, because they just want to coast, guys. But you are a leader. That's why you're here, 9:30 or 10:30, in Australia. You're still listening to Bob Lin, because you want to change your life, guys. You want to make a difference to this world, isn't it? So motivate your team every single day. Keep them motivated. Have a communication channel that you can feed positivity to these people, and change your meaning. Although there might be negativity, then change them. Without challenge, how can we grow? Bob and Mary, we didn't become 12-star diamond by sitting at home, by just, reading a couple of books and do nothing. No, we went out there, we went prospecting, we sweat, we cry, we spoke so many, times. That is the only way you can succeed. And it is worth it, I can tell you. So, leadership skill number 5. Are you ready, guys? Still excited? Alright, fantastic. Great leaders know to fire up your team from 99 degrees to 100 degrees. The 1 degrees difference is called momentum. Wow, excellent, guys. Repeat this with me. The key to this is momentum. Momentum, momentum, momentum. Momentum is the key characteristic that defines a good leader to a great leader. So even right now, you are going through tough times, no matter financially, no matter, health-wise, no matter family-wise, business-wise, you might be going through tough times. I know. But you need to keep your momentum, everyone. Life is hard. Life is hard. Like, life it's hard. It's not supposed to be easy. But behind hard, there is opportunity for us to grow. Behind hard, there is opportunity to raise ourselves up to the next level. So even during these difficult times in your life, keep up the momentum. Keep up the momentum of learning. Keep up the momentum of exercise. Keep up the momentum of feeding yourself and your team with positive energy. Okay, guys? Fantastic. All right, leadership skill number 6. Great leaders know powerful leadership are tested under smoothness? No way, guys. Powerful leadership are tested under extreme adversity. Okay? It's under extreme adversity. Why do I say that? Because I still remember when I went to the Walton School. I think was last year. I took probably 150 of my key diamond leaders to Walton School. I've never been to Walton School, and it is one of the best business schools in the world, and the top, well, I think the top three business school in America as well. And I had the privilege of me and some of my top leaders to go in there, and I still remember, the first day when our mentor spoke to us. He spoke for a whole day. He was a fantastic leader and mentor. He was a general he served as a general and a coach in the West Point for probably 15 years. And then he went to Walton School and did further leadership studies, and also went to Afghanistan to lead some of the battles there. So he had experience in West Point academic wise, and also experience on the field. And one thing he really taught me, and I want to share with all my USANA friends here tonight, is something that will bring you value tonight. Please remember these 4 characters. Excuse me. The word is called VUCA. Please say that with me together. VUCA. Wow. Many people said, what is VUCA? When I first heard VUCA, I was like, whoa, VUCA. What the hell is VUCA? And guess what? On the slides, you can see this is a very beautiful picture there. This picture doesn't come from come from our Walton School lecture. Actually, it comes from my daughter's school's newsletter. It comes from the principal's newsletter. And I was extremely shocked when I saw that in the newsletter. Because this is something that has been used in the military and has been used in the top leadership fields. And it was in my daughter's school. It said, leadership in our VUCA world. V stands for volatile, meaning there's a lot of changes. Okay, a lot of changes. Like what we are facing now, right? A lot of changes. The second, U stands for uncertainty. So it basically means there's lack of predictability, right? We don't know what's going on right now. We don't know whether the vaccine's going to be out. We don't know what we are heading at this moment. So the whole world is very, very uncertain. C stands for complex. We're facing a lot of complex issues, both economically and also health-wise. And also ambiguous, meaning, A stands for ambiguous, meaning there's haziness of reality. We don't know. We can't see. It's very, very hazy. It's like, driving your car through a fog. So guess what? The principal has given to some of the students in my daughter's school. He said that the mindset and the skills to thrive in our VUCA world. So what was the first one? Who can tell me? Yes, it's develop an adaptive mindset. You have to be very, very adaptable. And also, you have to have an ecosystem for human engagement. We need human engagement, guys. We need to touch each other. We need to have handshakes. We need to speak to each other. But right now, we can't do that, right? We need to have social distancing. But we still can call. We still can have FaceTime. We need to have human engagement. The third one is you need to be an agile learner. The fourth one is you need to develop people. Wow, I was thinking, wow, these are students. How do you teach and develop people? But this is just incredible. Also, you need to have a vision. Also, you need to anticipate and create change. I think that is so, so important. During my USANA business, every time when I go to a new market, for example, Korea or Malaysia or Singapore, I've never been to those places. So when I first got there, I cannot, say, Malaysia, your culture needs to adapt to Bobby's culture. That's just not the way to go. If I want to build a business in Malaysia, Bob needs to adapt to the culture and some of the customs of the Malaysian people. Do you agree, guys? So during this VUCA world, we need to anticipate and create the right changes. And also, we need to also network and collaborate. So we need to exchange ideas of how we can do things better both in our teams. How can we, still have the constant growth we are looking for. Also, we need to design for the future. Embracing abundance mindset is so important. You need to be grateful, every single day. Be self-aware. That is very, very critical also. You need to aware. I think the most important thing is your emotion. When you are aware of your emotion, you tend to be more, sensitive to other people's emotions. So you understand how to communicate, efficiently. Also, relentlessly focus on your customer and also constantly clarify and communicate. All right, guys. So how about that? VUCA. Isn't that very, very good? So when I was going through some of the notes in Wharton School, when I was going to speak about this whole VUCA thing to my friends here, I saw the newsletter. And I knew that VUCA can be used in top military schools in the world and also can be used at some of the top schools in the world. And I can tell you, we can use VUCA in any situation. So leaders, let's face our challenges with the right mindset. All right, leadership skill number 7. Are you ready, guys? Say yes. Wow, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, we are nearly to the end, so stay with me. So leadership skill number 7 is great leaders know setting big goals make you think outside the box. Wow. A lot of people said, Bob, I can't go out. How can I set big goals? It is free to set big goals, guys. You need to have, determined goals. In the last AP video, David Mullen was showing us that, the next executive diamond trip is at Sydney, Australia. Who want to come to Sydney, Australia? Who want to meet Bob, and have dinner together? I want to have dinner with you guys, I want to, show you around Sydney. We've got wonderful company, beautiful weather here, some of the best beaches here. So you only have to have big goals. Because when you have big goals, your team will have big goals. People ask me, Bob, can you tell me how can I double my business? Here I ask everyone a key question. Please write that down on your notebook. What is the one skill you need to develop to increase your sales by 100%? I repeat that again. Ask yourself, what one skill you need to develop to increase your sales by 100%? This question was being asked during one of the leadership lectures I went with Brian Tracy. I love Brian. He might be a little bit old now, but he has been my mentor for the past 19 years. When I went to one of his leadership sessions, he asked the audience, what is the number one skill you need to develop to increase your sales by 100%? I saw some of people in the comments, they said they need to serve their team. Fantastic, guys, fantastic. Think about it. What is that one skill? Sometimes we are so bombarded by so many knowledge that you might think to be successful in Usana, you need so much skills. That is not true, guys. That is not true. You don't need tons of skill. Sometimes just one skill will change your sales and your life in a huge way. And I still remember during my session with Brian Tracy, the one skill I needed to develop at that time, which is I think was about 8 years ago, to increase my sales by 100%, was knowing how to become a better sales. So basically, knowing how to prospect more efficiently, how to, follow up more efficiently, and also know how to close more efficiently. And guess what, guys? I still have one more session with my Usana family. It's in Chinese though. So my next session that I will be sharing with you some of the key selling skills that will increase your sales by 100%. I guarantee you. Okay? So please join me, although that's in mentoring session, but I will share with you some of the key skills that will increase your sales by 100%. So that was me at that time. But for me, probably at this stage in my business, I think if I want to increase my sales by 100%, I still strongly believe will be my leadership ability. And also my ability to communicate what I want and to my team. I think that is so important as well. So have a look at some of your one skill. I saw some people post, that might be self-confidence. Some people say it might be listening. I've been looking at all these notes, guys. Very, very good. So think about it, guys. Don't just listen to Bob, feel excited, feel motivated, feel fired up for 2 days, and that's it. That is not what I want for you. I want to bring you value. So think about it tonight after this session. What is that one skill that you need to develop to increase your sales by 100%? How exciting is that? How exciting is to increase your income by 100%? How exciting to increase your team by 100%? How exciting to, bring contribution by 100% to the community or charity that you love. That is what you can achieve by increasing just one skill. That is what Brian Tracy have told me. Okay, so I've given to you free with value, but you have to use it. So here, leadership is the ability to solve problems, isn't it? Who doesn't want problems in their life? Show me your hands. Wow, there are some people who showing their hands. They said they don't want to have problems in their life. They want to just, smoothly coast along. Honestly, when I was with Tony Robbins' session, he asked the audience, who doesn't want to have problems? A lot of people raise their hands because most people go to Tony Robbins because they want to, they have some sort of problem and they want to, find a solution for it. And Tony says, if you don't want to have problems, then you're going to be laying at this special place. Where's that special place? The place is a place that you don't want to go yet. So then the audience goes, oh no, I don't want to go there yet. That's why we're taking Usana, right? We want to, live as long as ever, hopefully to 120 years of age. That is my goal. That's why I'm working hard and taking my supplements and be optimistic. So if you still want to be alive, if you still want to live an energetic, life, then you will face problems. And the good thing about problems is, the bigger the problem you face, if you can solve those problems, then you will have bigger the income. As simply as that. If little problems troubles you, then income is very, very limited. That's why there is a difference between entrepreneurs and employees. There's nothing wrong with employees, but being an entrepreneur, you need to be very independent. Once you become independent, then you think independently with a lot of problems and a lot of challenges. that is the chance for us to grow. Okay? So leadership is the ability to solve problems. Fantastic. All right, it's coming to the end now. This is one of my favorite photos with one of my leadership heroes, John Maxwell. Isn't this great? You saw every single year during the U.S. convention, they bring in some of the top leadership gurus that normally you only will just see on YouTube or DVDs. But they bring them in not just to give you a leadership speech, but also have a one-on-one or a small group session that you get to shake hands, you get to touch them, you get to feel their energy. So I was so fortunate to shake the hands of this wonderful leader, John Maxwell. He said that my business cannot raise any higher than my ability to lead people. Simple as that. So everyone, we need to raise higher. Because by raising higher, we can lead our people higher. Being in this world, it is not about you. Being in this world is about being a good human being, learn all you can, create all you can, so in the end, you can give away all you can. This is some of the philosophies of some of the top entrepreneurs, of the top leaders in this world. I always remember Dennis Whaley. He always says, I have created all this wealth, during my lifetime. I have helped so many people through my books and videos. But before my life comes to the end, I want to give all this away, and that is what I want in my life this world. I want to generate as much as I can so I can give away all I can to the people that I love, the communities and the charities that I really, really appreciate, and leave a legacy in this world. So my beautiful Usama family, I want to leave you with a quote by this man. His name is called Edward Butler. Please repeat this quote with me. One man has enthusiasm for 30 minutes, another for 30 days. But it is the man who has it for 30 years who makes a success of his life. So when I look back at my Usana journey, next year is my 20th year with Usana. Also, the 20th year anniversary with my beautiful wife, Mary. Wow. We have gone through so much together. So much together. Today I was driving. I was saying, honestly, when we look back, there were tears, there were laughters, but it was all worth it, guys. It was all worth it. But looking at the Edward Butler's quote, I'm still 10 years away to get to the peak of my business. So I am still working hard. Please work hard with me. You might be in this business for 3 days. Some of you might be here for 3 years already. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Maybe you are the only one in your business. Everyone have left. It doesn't matter. As long as you are there, there will always be an opportunity. Your organization will come back as your leadership ability grow. All right, we need to end on a note, end on fire, guys. So let's, get into a peak state. You can stand up. If you're driving, you can't stand, but you can, be in a peak state. I want to, get, you guys to be in a peak state and shout out this incarnation with me, which is what Tony do in every single of his sessions. I want to share with you. I want you to use it so you can feel power. All right, let's do this with me. I'm gonna do it 3 times. So let's start with the first time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, let's go. Now, I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I'm a force for good. I am a leader. Defy the odds. Set a new standard. Step up. Step up. Step up. Wow, guys. Wow. Step up, guys. Whenever you feel down, whenever you feel this negativity in life, just remember your dreams and goals. And just remember, from today, you are a leader. You need to defy the odds, set a standard, and step up in your game. When you step up in your sauna, when you step up in your business, when you step up in your life, in your relationship, your life will change. And I hope today I have bring you value. I hope that tonight I have bring something that can increase your business by 10%, 20%, or even more. I love you guys. Stay positive and be kind to the world. See you next time. I love you. Woo!
Thank you, Bob. Wow. I really feel very energetic now, very energized by whatever that he's saying. I don't think I can sleep now at night. I think all of you are feeling the same way as I do now. So who wants to increase your sales by 100%? Oh my God, when I hear this, I'm like, so many people are getting 100% increase of sales. Oh my God, it's going to be really, really exciting. Type a 1 if you think it's going to be you that will achieve 100% growth in your sales. Wow. Wow, wow, really people are getting very excited. Thank you, Bob, for such a exciting and motivating learning from all of you. I really agree with what Bob says. A lot of leaders actually come to me and say that they feel very, very tired. Oh, I have to do this, I have to do that. The reason why they are feeling tired is because they do not have any leaders below them. So the first thing when Bob said that, I totally agree. I raised my hand and said, yes, that is so true. So I hope moving forward, all of you will become father, mother, grandparents, great-great-grandparents to the Usana babies that is going to come forward. All right, go, guys. So remember, step up. If you feel down, tell yourself, step up, step up. I am a great leader. All right, so now we want to promote on to the next things that we're going to have for another Power Up Your Mind. So this exciting 30 minutes podcast is going to really talk about believing in yourself, and we would like all of you to really come and attend this one because it's the second last one that we will ever have, and we hope that we get your support to really come and listen to all the podcasts that we're going to hold for that, like what Bob Lin has said. The company is giving a lot of